In this section, we'll be talking about skeletal system.
The skeleton is made up of bones that comprise the framework of the body. Bones are living structures, containing blood vessels, lymphatic vessels, and nerves. They support and protect vital organs of the body, like the heart enclosed by the chest bones, and the brain enclosed by the skull. They also provide levers for muscular action.
The skeletal system could further be divided into three major groups: the axial, appendicular, and visceral or splanchnic skeleton.
The axial skeleton includes the skull, vertebral column, ribs, and sternum, while thoracic and pelvic limb bones comprise the appendicular skeleton. And there is only one visceral bone present in the dog, the os penis.
The skeletal system of the dog has an average total number of 321 bones.
This does not include the bones of the dewclaw, since many of the breeds do not have this.
The main function of skeletal system is: first, supports and protects soft organs of the body. Second, acts as levers for muscular action. Third, stores calcium and phosphorus. And lastly, it encloses the blood-forming elements, and in adult, the bone also stores fat.
In animals, there are also four classification of bones according to shape.
The long bones, short bones, irregular bones, and flat bones.
Long bones are ossa longa. These bones are found mainly in the limbs. Examples are humerus of the forelimb and femur of the hind limb.
Typically, long bone has a body or shaft or diaphysis, and two ends, which is the epiphysis. The body is a hollow cylindrical structure containing bone marrow.
During the early development of long bone, each epiphysis is separated from the body by the epiphyseal cartilage or plate. For example, in young pups, X-ray of long bones of the thoracic limb will show that the bones are disconnected from each other. The epiphyseal plate could also be mistaken as a fracture. When maturity is reached, the epiphyseal plate stops to grow. Hence, in the adult bone there is no distinct division between the diaphysis and the epiphysis, since fusion is already achieved.
Short bones or ossa brevis. These bones occur in the carpal or wrist, and tarsal or ankle regions, which contain 7 bones each in dogs. Their main function is associated with the spread of pressure exerted in the regions. Sesamoid bones may be classified as short bone. These bones are formed in the capsule of some joints or in tendons. The chief function is to protect tendons in the regions where greatest friction is present. Flat bones, or ossa plana. These bones are primarily found in the thoracic and pelvic girdles and in the head. They serve for muscular attachment and protect delicate organs such as the brain and sense organs. Flat bones are way less. If it is not so, the heavy head will interfere in the locomotion of the animal. The flat bones of the skull consist of an inner and outer table of compact bones united by a spongy bone called diploe. During growth, diploe is displaced by the extensions from the nasal cavity protruding to the area. This results to the formation of intraosseous air spaces separating the inner and outer tables of compact bones. These intraosseous air spaces are called paranasal sinuses.
Irregular bones, or ossa irregulata. These bones include the vertebral column, all bones of the skull except the flat type, and the 3 types of the hip bone or os coxae. They function for muscular and ligamentous attachments and a little for articulation. They also protect and support soft organs like the spinal cord and partly the thoracic and abdominal viscera in the case of the spinal column. Jutting or projecting processes are the characteristics features of irregular bones.
Macroscopic structure of bone.
2 forms of bones are recognized based on structure: the cancellous or spongy bone and the compact bone. Cancellous bone is numerous in the extremities of long bones and forms the internal substance of short and irregular bones and is interposed between the 2 compact layers of the flat bone. Diploe is the term used to designate the spongy bone of the skull. The cancellous bone consists of bony spicules, spike-shaped, or trabeculae through which tiny spaces are formed and filled with bone marrow. It is absent at the middle of the shaft of long bone. Compact bone on the other hand appears as a solid mass. It is thicker in the shaft of long bones than in their extremity.
The vessels and nerves of bone.
The bone is highly vascular as compared to cartilage, which is devoid of blood supply. The long bones and many of the flat and irregular bones have nutrient artery and vein, entering the compact substance of the bone to supply the marrow via the nutrient foramen. In the adult, terminal branches of the vessels reach the epiphyseal plate. Blood supply of the bone is also attained through the anastomosing vessels of the epiphyseal plate and the periosteum. Periosteal arteries and veins supply the bone extremities and the compact substance too. The sensory nerves mainly supply the bone. They serve as an inner defense of the bone against injury.